From the top of the Silver City Ballroom, it's the Dirty Laundry Show with Joey Clifton and the Meatball.
So you people laugh here. Some of you think I'm a little cuckoo.
When are you people going to stand up for us?
I do not feel safe. I take that as a threat.
So let's talk about the library.
Yeah, but they can't.
Don't make me making excuses just yet.
No, you're full of shit. Because,
You're full of shit.
No, listen.
He comes running out of the woods with a flamethrower, dude.
Whole life out here enjoying the journey.
Sometimes I cannot help myself. I just tell people that they're stupid.
We like to call him Ninjalito.
That's his fame.
Hello, Joe.
This was the largest event held on the green. My estimates were 4,000 plus. Others said there was at least close to 5,000 people.
Wow, that's fantastic.
You want to get into it? Let's get into it.
Hey, here we are.
Hey.
We are doing a live episode.
We are.
Yes, we are. And do you know how it's live?
How?
Are you ready for this? There we go. Hello, everybody. Let me show you Meatball. And there you are.
I see you.
I could see you. There's a big filter in front of your head.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe it's my head.
It could be your head. Here's another shot here. That's the further shot where our news is playing. Our on-air sign, which is off because if I put it on, it's way too bright. What else do we have? We have our logo, which you saw when we came on. All right. So anyway, let's get into this. As Mr. Rohde says.
Right.
This is probably going to be a complete disaster, okay? Because
why are you such a negative Nancy?
Well, you know what? You would think during this time where everybody's home quarantined and everything else, the stay-at-home order, you would think that you would have plenty of time to do everything that you want to do. No,
it never works out like that.
No, it definitely doesn't. See,
Right.
I wish I could get. I need a different controller, so I could go back and forth between me and you.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out anyway. But yeah, you would think that you have so much time on your hands because you're not doing anything. But meanwhile, it's like filling out unemployment. Forget about it. Try getting a hold of unemployment on the phone, and you'll be on there for days. Different loans, looking at. I mean, there's just so much. There is a lot of help out there for everybody.
Yeah.
But it's
where do I get that help?
It's trying to weed your way through.
So there is help, but it's unreachable. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not that it's unreachable. It's just that the Meriden website, they put a lot of stuff on the City of Meriden website, so you could find out all the different programs and everything else. I highly suggest that you follow on Facebook and on Twitter the mayor. Whether you like him or not, he does the daily postings. Also, stop listening to the president. Okay, he kind of lost it today. If you noticed,
what happened? I wasn't paying attention.
He's kind of taking it serious now. All of a sudden, you know, there's no more hey, the country will be open for Easter. Now it's like, okay, 200,000 people dead at best. I mean, that's the best case scenario. So
yeah, but tomorrow's mood might change.
You know, but that's exactly why. Forget about your politics. Forget about which party you like or anything like that. Stop listening to him. And I wish the TV would stop showing him because depending on his mood, it's something different every single day. So I would suggest following Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York.
Or you should follow Meriden Talks 3.0.
What is that?
That's a new page.
What kind of new page?
It's an awesome discussion page with accurate information and cool memes.
Okay. Well, anyway, follow Governor Andrew Cuomo from New York. And again, take your politics aside, take it out of it. Because he's really being the most clear. He could take a really complicated
all right.
thing and make it very easy to understand.
If that's all too complicated, just follow us at Dirty Laundry CP.
Yeah. Well, anyway, before we get into this, so you could chat with us live on the YouTube stream.
Right.
And if this totally turns into a disaster and everything crashes, we're continuing to record our podcast. So you'll still be able to hear it once we upload it when we're done.
Right.
So the regular podcast will still be there. if our screens end up crapping out. But right now, let's lighten up the mood. Also, this is not for kids. This show, you shouldn't have kids.
That's why this hour.
Happy birthday to Natalie. Speaking of which, put your kid to bed because I'm going to play a little video. Let's check this out.
Oh. Thank you to Chris Franklin for these lyrics. The world has caught a virus, so I've written you a poem. We need your help to cure it, so stay the fuck at home. And if you have got 12 kids or you're living on your own, lock it down and isolate and stay the fuck at home. If you think you're not at risk here, you're living in a dome. It spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home. I need the gym, I need the beach, I hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home. But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. How thick are you, you selfish prick? Please just stay the fuck at home. From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day, so stay the fuck at home. If you need to contact family, use Facebook, Skype, or phone. We've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home. The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Please help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home, stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick, please stay the fuck at home.
There you go. What'd you think of that?
That was a beautiful song.
Was that nice? Hopefully everybody enjoyed that.
Hopefully a label will pick him up.
Huh?
Hopefully a label will pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be like Elton John.
It reminds me of like old Benny Hill and actually it sounds like come on. Who did Kris Kringle? Somebody mentioned that. Well, anyway, somebody posted that on Meriden Talks and I thought it was pretty funny.
On Meriden Talks 3.0?
Yeah, no, not on Meriden Talks 3.0. So we've been so busy, and I finally figured out the whole streaming thing. Eventually, hopefully for the next episode, we'll have Skype up so we could, practice our social distancing and maybe have the mayor on. And I know Robbie DeRosa keeps checking in with us constantly. And
thanks, Robbie.
We got to have him on again, and this would be a perfect time to have him on. So anyway, what are we up to? How many? What's the count?
We got 9 listeners. Followers on YouTube.
No, I meant the infected.
We got 24. I think as of 6 hours ago.
24 in Meriden?
Yes.
And I think one person passed away.
Unfortunately.
Correct? I've been. It's almost like it's definitely a social experience right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And
as bad as it is, I think it's kind of exciting too, in a way.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's emotions are up, and you're definitely anxiety kicks in, stress kicks in. I mean, a whole bunch of emotions kick in.
Are you stressed out?
I am. Why you're not?
I'm chilling.
You're not doing anything different than you normally do?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, it seems to me that, and we've been saying this for a long time now.
Right.
Meriden feels, I believe that.
Like family, right?
No, people in Meriden think that we're in this little bubble, right? And
we sort of are, though.
Nothing can happen in Meriden. And if you noticed, I mean, we were talking about this on the last episode, which I know was like a week and a half ago.
Right.
But, we were talking about all the people that weren't taking this serious. Mm-hmm. If you go back a couple years ago when we had the swine flu, right.
But what do you mean taking it serious?
Well,
because I see a lot of posts on Facebook like, you people are not taking it serious. What does that mean?
Well, again, so back when we had the swine flu and we were watching, a lot of times you pick up a lot of stuff if you watch different newscasts from like different countries.
Right.
So like Univision, if you understand Spanish or whatever.
Right.
They're kind of ahead of the game when it comes to what they'll report on.
Right.
And swine flu hit and we ran out to Home Depot and got a bunch of those face masks.
Uh-huh.
And they sat in my basement for years because obviously swine flu never hit.
Those expire, right?
This was totally different. Yeah, I don't understand how a face mask expires, but this was totally different. And we saw in the matter of a month time where it started in China and where it got to.
Right.
And, I thought it was going to hit here a lot sooner. Not a lot sooner, but you know how they said we were 2 weeks behind Italy?
Right.
I feel like a week ago this should have hit. but it's really hitting right now. It's starting to really hit now.
Supposedly it's going to peak in 2 weeks or somewhere around 2 weeks.
Around Easter time.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, going back to what I'm saying, I don't think people don't take it serious if it's not affecting them. It's pretty much like anything in life. If something doesn't personally affect you, you don't care less. If it's immigration, if you don't know anybody who's here illegally, you don't care about that. If it's Medicare or you know, if you don't know anybody who's old enough to get it, you don't care about it. And here we are with this. People just didn't care. Everybody's like, oh, you know, it's just like the flu. It's just like the flu. And you know what? It's like, where did you get that from? Because the main people that you can trust is Dr. Fauci, who is all over every single network, including Fox News.
Dr. Phil.
I wouldn't go that far. I do actually watch Dr. Oz, and he's had some pretty cool shows on.
Yeah.
But it's just, it goes back to the ice cream shop. So here in town, we have Les's ice cream shop, right? Been there forever, and she was kind of tired, and she wanted to retire, the owner. Right? So I'm just giving a little backstory.
Tired to retire.
So she tried to sell it, and a couple of deals fell through. Meanwhile, it was like, you know what? I just want to retire, and it'll sit there closed until somebody buys it. Okay, whatever. So turns out nobody was buying it. I don't know what the reason was. I think she wanted to make sure that whoever bought it was going to run it exactly the same way, and that's a tough sell to somebody who has ideas and stuff like that. So she didn't sell it, and she decided to reopen it again. Well, when she said that she was going to close it, you would have thought City Hall burned down.
Right.
Because everybody was like, oh, my God, how could... I get it. People in Meriden are very...
emotional.
And they're attached to nostalgia. I used to go there with my parents when I was little, and now I take my kids there. I get it. That's a great feeling to have. I mean, like, that's a really cool emotion.
But times change, bitches.
Times change, bitches. Yeah, exactly. Times change, and that's that. So anyway, so she decides to keep it because she couldn't sell it, whatever.
Right.
And she decided to open right when this pandemic hit.
Well, when she always would open every season, right?
Well, yeah. So
Same time frame?
She always opens the first day of spring. So the first day of spring happened to be the day before they gave everybody the stay-at-home order.
Right, but that's not even the best example, though.
Best example of what?
Of
yes.
What were we talking about?
What are you doing?
I was just thinking. I was just looking at stuff. That's not a best example of following the orders and doing something rational. I think the best example would be our mayor, Kevin Scarpati, telling everyone to stay home and be vigilant and all that stuff. And 2 days later, they open Hunter's Golf Course. So where the message is one thing, but something else is another thing.
And you know what? That's exactly what I'm getting to. Because in the situation with the ice cream shop, okay, every year when she opens on the first day of spring, what happens?
There's lines.
It's a madhouse. They said that there were lines going down to Burger King, which is like blocks away. It's like a block away. Okay.
Burger King has ice cream too.
If you know, and this is where I got into an argument. Oh, I can't get my phone. I got into an argument with a couple people on Facebook, and I haven't been on since. But
were your feelings hurt?
Yes, because I was dragged in. It's her responsibility, the owner of the ice cream shop, knowing what the situation is right now and knowing that everybody needs to keep social distancing or whatever, knowing the amount of crowds she gets, it was her responsibility to make sure the crowds didn't get out of control, and she didn't do it. She worried about everything inside the restaurant. I mean, inside the ice cream shop. There were a number of things she could have done. She could have put tape on the ground 6 feet apart. She could have had a security guard outside, which I highly think that she should have had.
I agree but disagree at the same time.
Right.
The initial line, she should be responsible for it, but if she's not, the city should have stepped in.
Well, exactly. And you know what? The downtown coffee shop, the Board of Health of Meriden went in there 3 times on the first day.
2 days before that, right? Something like that.
Yes, the day before. The very first day that they stopped people from eating inside restaurants.
Right.
And you could only do takeout and curbside. Board of Health from Meriden went into Tina's 3 times that day,
Right.
checking to make sure that nobody was sitting and eating inside.
But that's once again, the city's not setting a consistent message.
Right. Somebody should have been out there
Right.
and told them, look, you either got to get these people 6 feet apart
Or shut down.
Or shut down.
Right.
So everybody had mixed feelings. Obviously,
But it's outside.
the nostalgic people were like, oh, but she's just trying to give us some enjoyment during
Well,
this
she
time.
is, but also the
Yes.
situation is different than any other time.
You're right. And I do appreciate her trying to bring happiness right now
To the children.
Okay, but it was only like a couple of days into it, and it got way out of hand.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, but the worst part about it was she went on Facebook and ranted about it.
That was crazy. That was a crazy move.
She went on, and it wasn't like she just said, you know what? Maybe it was a mistake to open. We couldn't control the crowds, and we thought
Right.
it was in everybody's best interest, health-wise, to shut down
I think she went
and
on
wait.
on offensive instead of defensive.
Yeah, what did she do?
I don't know.
She went on and started saying, you know what? You guys gave us so much shit that
But
we're
that's-
going to close down. It's your fault.
You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
Tayano Steakhouse.
What happened there?
Those messages they were putting out when they were first opening, saying Meriden people don't know what a good steak is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wise Guys does it too. Mike puts out, he addresses the pizza parlor that just opened a couple months ago.
Right.
He addresses the people that give him shit for it.
Right, but
You know,
he does it
more
in interactive kind of way,
and
like direct,
it's-
and not the general. Hey, you Meriden people, you're kind
Right.
of too stupid to be eating my food.
Right. He doesn't do it in a threatening way.
Right. So there's a lot of difference.
So meanwhile, the girl, check this out. So the girl that I was arguing with on Facebook, right? She keeps asking me, she was arguing with me because I kept saying it was the owner's responsibility, and how an owner, whether you have an inside of the restaurant or not,
right,
an owner is responsible for its customers right outside on the sidewalk. I mean, if somebody came to Bar 105 and something happened down on the street, not even on the sidewalk, he's responsible.
Right.
So I mean, that's common sense. And she's like, "Where's the legal statute in that? Why can't you point out the legal statute?" Now, I'm not going to sit there and search for a statute because I could care less. So when I put, you know what, you go find it, then you get the typical,
Yeah, but you can use it.
I knew you couldn't find it, blah, blah, blah.
But you should be like, hey, you're right, you win. The situation wouldn't change anyways.
Exactly. But
Just
then
let people win.
I did a simple Google of her after the argument because she was really hitting me with like, where's the legal? Where's the legal? No, it's not. No, it's not. The owner's not responsible.
Right.
I Googled her. She's on her 4th DWI.
So she knows the
Right?
legal system, right?
She
So
wa-
where's the statute?
She ran into a house. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking to you because you listen to the show. You ran into a house in Southington with your car on your 4th DUI. Okay? So I know that you do know the laws because you're very,
Not really. That's-
surrounded by lawyers all the time. But anyway.
That's a different kind of situation.
But it just goes to show you. It's like,
Speaking of lawyers,
yeah.
So last week,
Yeah.
we kind of gave a last hint about Bert Smith and who he
Oh,
is.
wait, hold on. I don't know what's wrong with the sound effect. Hold on. I got to get it right. Hold on. All right. That's good enough. Yeah, go ahead.
I lost my...
You
I
gave...
somehow didn't see any of these questions.
Last week, you gave a hint to... We've been searching for who's the troll. So the person was Albert Newman. We've been searching for who Albert Newman is. And it turns out, we come to find out, Albert Newman is also Bert Smith, who... These are trolls. Bert Smith usually pops up every political season.
Right.
And kind of hounds on all the people running for office. And then he kind of disappears for 2 years. So we only see Bert Smith for 2 years. Albert Newman was on there for quite a while, just causing real crap on Facebook. So we said,
right.
all right, you know what? Let's look and find out who it is. So we found out who it was, and Meatball has been giving little hints
Right.
every episode.
And then I just got bored and gave
Right.
a last hint last week.
Yeah, so last week you posted one final hint,
Right.
right?
Right.
And we didn't really hear anything about it.
No.
It kind of went away.
What happened?
And then let me find it here. I received, hold on. I got to find the right button. I seem to can't find the button, but I'll find it. Hold on.
Find the button. Find
Here it
the
is.
button.
So I received this. Please remove any reference to my Facebook account from your Dirty Laundry CT page immediately, or I will be taking legal action against you and the Silver City Ballroom and the city of Meriden, who owns the building where Dirty Laundry CT is recorded. Thank you.
I'm gonna sue everyone.
So-
but you
he's-
didn't receive. Who did you receive this?
Well,
Was
wait.
it from one of the troll accounts?
He didn't. No, I received this from the real account.
Right.
Which, if you notice, I did not. I cut out who I got it from there, so you can't tell who I got that from. So anyway,
right.
He's got a couple things wrong here. First of all, the city of Meriden doesn't own.
And whatever. I don't
the
think you
building.
need to go as far as to explain. He has a lot of things wrong.
Well-
and why doesn't he? You know what? Don't contact us. Contact our lawyers.
Yeah.
Dirty Laundry Media LLC.
Yeah.
And just have your lawyers talk to our legal team.
Talk to our legal team, our Dirty Laundry CT legal team.
No stupid Facebook messages. Look, you clown around, and it's all fun and games till you get called out. When you get called
Yes.
out, you start crying.
Well,
So have your lawyer contact our lawyers, and we'll settle this.
well, you know what?
And I would love to see the discovery on this case, but there won't be a case.
No, there's
I want to see all those messages and who was who and
Yeah.
when, so we have all the proof.
Right.
You're not gonna win this one, even if it went to the legal system.
Right. You know, you can't see your face on the screen here. Well, I kind of could see it. I got to adjust the cameras. Anyway,
Use your imagination, people.
a while ago, a fire truck had
Beep, beep.
kind of ran over a curb and got stuck.
That was the first one.
If
we
you remember
started,
that,
yeah.
right? And I had posted a picture of the fire truck. It was the new median, which was on Pratt Street when they decided to turn it into the boulevard.
Right,
This
right.
fire truck got stuck on it. I thought that was kind of funny. Like they had just finished these medians to make it a boulevard, and the fire truck got stuck on it. So I had posted a picture of the fire truck, and the city lawyer contacted me and
Right.
said, "Hey, listen, the fire truck driver had a heart attack or something. I can't remember what it was. We would really appreciate it if you could take it down." And I said, "Oh my God, absolutely! Thank you for letting me know." And just so you know, I did not mean it in bad taste.
Right.
And he wrote back to me, and I can't remember what's the lawyer's name.
Mike Quinn.
Mike, what a great guy. And he wrote back to me. He said, "No, I totally understand. I know you didn't mean it maliciously and all that. If this Albert Newman, real guy, Bert
Right,
Smith,
right.
whatever, if he would have wrote to me and said, 'Hey, listen, Joe, you guys posted something on Dirty Laundry. I would really appreciate it if you could take it down.' You know what? I would have taken it down.
But he's not one of those person. He's one of those people that drives around his neighborhood so he can call cops on whatever kids playing too rough or whatever.
Right.
So he's one of those kind of cases.
You know what? If he would have asked me nicely, and not even asked me nicely, just been right to the point and said, 'Hey, listen, I would appreciate it if you took that post down.' Now, first off, so our
got
viewers
caught.
know, the post was last week. You could still find it if you go up there. I'm not going to show it to you, but
Right.
it's on our Dirty Laundry CT page, and it was our final hint to who Bert Smith / Albert Newman is. And this guy's name was in that picture.
Right.
Okay, but that's it. It was just his name.
Right.
Right. There was nothing else.
Whatever. I don't think we need to explain that
Yes,
and get
you're
into
right.
it.
You're absolutely
I mean,
right.
you act ass and you got cut
Yeah.
out, and
Yeah.
just take it like a man and
Talk to our lawyers.
Yeah, but talk to our lawyers.
Talk to our
I
lawyers.
want to see the discovery on this case.
He's gonna sue the Best Buy in Newington because I happen to go there today.
Sure.
He's gonna sue the sidewalk
What
in
kind
Meriden.
of shoes are you wearing? Nike?
He's gonna. You know what? It's really crazy. I went to. So I needed something to be able to get this stream up and running.
Right.
And all the stores are closed. Right. First of all, there is no law right now. There's no order that says businesses have to close at 8:00. Everybody's been getting really confused
Everyone's
on that.
hanged up on that 8
So,
o'clock thing.
Yeah, because the orders that said, "Hey, this goes into effect at 8 p.m. tomorrow night." Everybody just assumed that meant 8 p.m. every night. No, if you're a store, you could be open until 2 in the morning. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But most people are choosing to stay closed because obviously. But anyway, so I went to Best Buy today, and they're not letting people in the store.
Right.
But apparently, like everything else, everything is an essential business nowadays, except for mine, of course. So I guess technology businesses are essential because you got to keep your internet up and running and stuff like that. So I had to. They're not letting you in the store, but they're open from like 10 in the morning until 6 at night. So you're able to order online, pick it up, and do curbside pickup. So they tell you, you respond when you get there on your phone. They tell you where to park, and some guy runs out and gives it to you. It's just a strange time we're in. It's really weird.
Do you think things will change seriously after this thing is gone?
Oh, I definitely think. I think the way we do everything is going to be different.
Even schooling? Is this like a
I'm not sure about schooling.
hard case scenario where you implement a lot of technology at once because you have to, and then you just continue with it?
Well, like we've been saying it for how long now about our city council meetings being streamed live on YouTube. And for whatever reason, it's too difficult to do and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what they're doing now? They're testing out some streaming so that way they could do it live. So the best thing that could come out of this entire situation, if you want to look at a positive side of it, is the technology of people doing everything from home is really gonna. I mean, you're gonna see. I mean, you're already seeing it. You watch Jimmy Fallon at night, and he's like in his knotty pine cabin or whatever.
But it's also like vice versa. There's a lot of people in the stores, in the physical stores. You know how the physical stores were dying off because technology.
Yeah.
You go anywhere and it's packed.
Well, everybody's so used to ordering on Amazon,
right?
Which is still, I mean, Amazon is still up and running. But you know what? They needed to just shut the whole state down for a month. Stop everything. Stop your mortgage payments. Stop your car payments. Stop all your loans. Stop your work. Stop everything. And a month later, pick it up where you left off. But instead, it's been dwindling down. I mean, there's still states that don't have a stay-at-home order. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Florida does not have a stay-at-home order as of right now, but yet the Florida police are at the border stopping anybody from coming into Florida that doesn't have a Florida license. They're turning you around.
Right.
Rhode Island, there's cops at the border keeping people from coming. They're not keeping people. What they're doing is they're pulling you over if you have out-of-state plates and you're going into Rhode Island. They're pulling you over and saying, hey, look, are you stopping here or are you passing through? If you're passing through, they let you go. If you're stopping here, they're basically just telling you, look, you got to self-quarantine for 14 days. Have a nice day.
Right.
They're not doing that in Florida.
What they're doing in
Florida, they are turning you around if you have out-of-state plates. End of story.
Because you're not passing through.
Because you're not passing through. Yeah, there's no way to go in Florida.
Do you see the questions, the YouTube questions? I think Mike Carabetta has.
No, I have too many things going on. You're in charge of the YouTube comments.
All right. Mike, well, if you have a question, go ahead, and as soon as you type it up, we'll answer it.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions for us or anything, type them on YouTube. And so far, this is working out. You know what? I have everything set up for my Skype calls, which would look like this. It would look really cool. You know, I'm backwards. Right here would be the other caller, but it's not working right now. So we got to fix that out. What else do I have on here? I guess that's it with that. What else?
Wonderful technology. Took us a little while to set it up.
Yeah, just a little bit of while. Let me go to you while I drink my water.
Right. And we were battling with the whole Skype thing.
Oh, so one of our dear friends of the show thought that she had the virus.
We have a friend that's a deer?
Yeah, no, she thought that she had the virus. And what I didn't know was, you know, at first it was you had to go to your doctor, you had to get a doctor's note and all of that. No, now you could just call that emergency COVID-19 number for Connecticut and tell them your symptoms, and it's up to them whether they think you need to get tested. If they think you need to get tested based off of what you tell them on the phone, they will send you to the nearest testing site. We have one right here at Midstate. And when you drive to Midstate and you get to the tent, somebody will have your information. So they do the test right there in the car. I heard that, it wasn't very busy. Like, not a lot of people are going to get tested. And they kind of slowed down the testing because they ran out of the swabs. Like, I know at
Yeah, but
St.
that's another thing.
Mary's.
There's no consistent message. Be like, hey, people, go get tested. The message was, oh, maybe they'll test it, maybe they won't. Some
Right.
are doing this thing, some are doing another thing.
Right.
All the hospitals doing their own thing. So once again, people, the sheeple are uninformed. We need to rise up.
Rise up.
Rise up.
Oh, I wish I had that song in here. You know what I
Can
did?
you sing it instead?
I forgot the drama bed.
Rise up. Ha ha.
All right, stop it.
What happened?
I got too many things going on here. So, hold on here. That. Okay. You have any questions? Is anybody writing in? Is anybody even watching?
We got 12 people.
12?
Mike Carrera is writing
Yeah.
that he can answer questions about streaming.
Oh,
Your
good.
doctor has to prescribe the test.
Yes. No,
He
you,
said
but
he
you
said
can.
he had a question at the beginning, but I don't see.
I
a
got to
question.
correct you, Mike. Yes, your doctor has to prescribe a test, but like I said, my friend, personal friend, called the number.
Which is a deer.
Well, no, I'm sorry. She didn't call the number. She had chest pains, and the ambulance came. So that was
Now
a lie.
you
You're
revealed
right.
the sex of your
No.
friend violating the HIPAA rules.
No, but my friend told me that if you call that number,
And ask him if the
they will tell
refrigerator's
you.
running.
So maybe that's not true. Mike would know. Thank you, Mike. What else?
What else? What?
What else do you have over there?
Jason wants to know why Meatball's hiding his face.
You're not
You
hiding
have
your
an answer?
face.
I'm just chilling here,
Yeah.
talking to the microphone.
Are you cold?
I am. It is cold.
Everybody knows who Meatball is. We have press
Right.
passes too, so we can prove it.
And it is kind of cold here because we can't run the heater while the show is on.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. I mean, who knows? I mean, again, they needed to stop everything, stop all the bills, and pick up like 2 months later or a month
Right.
later.
I think that's what they're doing mortgages and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're doing like 90-day deferral. You know, everybody is different.
But that's tricky because, see, there's no consistency again.
No, there's absolutely
You
no.
stop paying, you get in trouble, and then you're screwed even more than
Yeah,
corona,
there's-
diarrhea, and all that stuff.
Exactly. There's no consistency with anything about this. But all you could really do is, like I said, Governor Lamont, read his post every. You know who else is another one is Chris Murphy. I know that I'm naming all Democrats, and I don't mean it that way, but Chris Murphy is giving you a daily briefing. If you subscribe to his email, I guess. I don't even know how I got it. I think I wrote to him one time, and it basically said anybody in his phone book. He's giving you an email every single night, like at 10 or 11 at night.
Oh, yeah?
And it's giving you all the resources for people in Connecticut.
You should post that on our website.
Yeah, you know what? I will. I'll post a link to how you get Chris Murphy's newsletters. Again, it's every single night. He's sending them out around 10 or 11 at night. It's got every single resource in there. And, I mean, right down to, like, if you look somebody like me, okay? I'm
Right.
self-employed, own my own company. I don't take a salary, so I'm not an employee, so I can't file for unemployment benefits. But then I come to find out, yes, you can. There's, hold on. I got to find it here. And it is called... Hold on. I'll find it. It is called... Anything there? It is called Apply for Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. So they're going to figure out how much they're going to give you, but they're going to give you the extra $600 a week that unemployment is giving to everybody.
Yeah.
So they're going to figure it out. So
At the end of this, if you survive the COVID, you're going to have a shitload of money in your pocket.
So
Thank you, government.
It's Apply for Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. That's one of the things that's out there. And again, you could find all of this stuff out on Chris Murphy's newsletters. What's the other thing here? I got a whole bunch of things. For small businesses, you've got the Paycheck Protection Program loans. So that one is if you have employees and you lay them off, you'll get this loan. I can't remember. I can't remember how much it was up to, Might have been 100,000. It could have been 10,000. I'm not sure what it was, but it was basically you'll get this loan at 0% interest, provided that you hire those employees back again. What happens if you don't? I don't know. I guess you won't have 0% interest.
You'll get penalized.
Then you've got the small business debt relief program. You've got the economic injury disaster loan and emergency economic injury grants. Small. Those are pretty much it. You've got like 4 different things out there if you're a small business.
I like what the city put out. You're reading the city's release?
Yeah.
On the bottom, it says, City of Meriden is not providing any support. Some weird
What do you mean?
disclaimer thing that City of Meriden as a municipality is not doing anything. It's
Well,
all
that's
like
a whole
state
law
and federal.
thing. Your camera is so shaky.
Because it's on top. There's some questions here.
Okay. That should be fun.
First question.
Any from Albert Newman?
No, I think these people look legit.
Oh, okay. Yes. Go
So
ahead.
CP wants to know,
Yes.
what can Meriden residents do to make it great, or should we all be allowed to go on Meriden Talks 2.0 to find out?
Huh? What the hell is that? What do you mean?
I think in general, what should Meriden people do to make it up better?
What you need to do is stay home right now. Are they talking about the future? Like after this is all done?
I don't know what they're talking about.
What are we up to now? How many?
24?
24.
How many what? We got 14 viewers on YouTube and 24 cases. Would have been 25, but a person died.
Oh, yeah. On our YouTube feed? No.
Well, next question.
Okay, go ahead.
This is from Denise. Tell us what you have been doing and feeling under stay at home. What are your personal feelings about staying at home?
My personal feelings. Well, I mean, I've been basically going from my house to the studio and nowhere else, with the exception of Best Buy today, but I didn't get out of my car. And I stayed out. I went on that line at Starbucks in Newington. I was there for like a half hour because you're not allowed in Starbucks anymore.
Yeah.
But you know what? Us addicts need our Starbucks.
Could have called me. I was there like 10 minutes before you.
You know what? I wake up. So my situation might be totally different from everybody else's.
Right.
Okay. So we were forced to, I have a banquet hall. We were forced to close our doors and not have any events. And I can't sell my liquor because I'd have to cook something in the kitchen to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So everything has stopped, right? And I wake up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee, and that wakes me up. I go to the bathroom because I have toilet paper. And then I come back and I make a second cup of coffee. By halfway through my second cup of coffee, the anxiety starts to kick in.
See what you guys did? That was a dumb question.
And I start to think about everything I have to do today. I got to file for unemployment. I have to file for this. I mean, some of these SBA loans, some of the loans for small businesses
Right.
are like 100 pages. You basically have to do your taxes every time you want to do one of these loans.
And how is that working out now?
It's absolutely horrible. There was one loan for small businesses. It was up to I'm going to get the numbers wrong. I want to say it was up to $75,000 for a year at no interest. You could extend it another 6 months. So it was basically 18 months to pay it back.
I'm going to get on that.
Now, I don't know what happens if you don't pay it back. I'm assuming it's like a credit card. The interest will kick in.
For that money, you can buy a house in Mexico and then just, that'd be your plan B.
Yeah, but
I need to get out of Meriden.
You have to do, I mean, again, it's so what happened was they started this program. It wasn't even 48 hours, and they cut it off. They said, look, no more. Too many people, the system crashed. We got to get a handle on this, and then we'll open it up again in the future. So I missed out on that one. Hopefully it'll open again. But anyway, it's doing your taxes, having all your numbers. It's basically redoing all of my bookkeeping because we're in the middle of 2 years.
Right.
Not really in the middle.
And
3
then when
months
you're
into
writing
it.
3 books, you don't know which one to use.
Yes, exactly. You're right. Thank you. Thank you, Meatball. The other set of books. Anyway, when I go home after I drink enough alcohol, when I'm done here, I meditate. But I meditate in a different way than you would think.
By sleeping.
No, well, kind of. I like space. I like science. I like anything having to do with stars and the sun and planets.
Don't reveal too much information. The PD's going to be knocking on your door.
No, so I usually put on the Science Channel, and I'll put something on, and I'll turn the TV off and just have it on my phone, because when they're talking about like space and time and distance, you could close your eyes and you could imagine that, and it puts me right to sleep. I love it. I absolutely love it, but it puts me in this period of like it's like a period of meditation, because for a while there, before I fall asleep, I got my eyes shut. You're looking at me like really strange. Why? I've got my eyes shut and I'm listening to what the person is talking about in space, and and I'm imagining it, and I'm totally relaxed, and I don't think about anything.
But don't you just take some melatonin and chill out with all that space and people talking to you before you fall asleep?
Yeah, and then I repeat it again. I start the next day. Did that answer her question?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Next question is from Mike Carbetta.
Yes.
Can I call into the show next show?
Yes, definitely. As soon as we figure out how to do our Skype.
Or whatever it means. Don't say Skype. It could be Zoom or whatever technology works.
Well, the point is, if everybody has to see us, they have to see you too. So
right.
I don't want to just do phone calls, because look, I've got this really cool scene right here, just waiting for somebody to call, but I don't have it up yet. So yes, you're on there. I know Robbie DeRosa wants to call in.
Mm-hmm.
He was checking us out too. What else you got?
Oh, another great question from Eric Rosa. How did you start your own business?
How did I start it? Are these real questions?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a great question, because we can get off this freaking Rona BS.
Yeah, just to give people a little bit of break.
Right.
We installed lighting, sound, and video. So we did pretty much every strip club in the country. I can name just about all of them in Connecticut. How about Mr. Happy's? How about Gold Club, which is now Minx? We got Hollywood's. We got
so much in that game. Everything changes so much in that game.
Yeah. So, but we also did schools and churches. You want to hear a funny story? So my morning started installing speakers at a church. My afternoon, after lunch, I had to go to a strip club, and I think it could have been Mr. Happy's. And think about this now. They're open, but they're so dead during the day. Like at 1 PM, nobody's there. Like the lunch crowd is kind of gone, and they're waiting for the night crowd. And the strippers are all just kind of hanging out. So I'm on a ladder, and I've got a speaker that's like 50 pounds, and I've got it balanced on my shoulder. I'm on almost the top step of the ladder.
Right.
Got my wrench in my other hand, and I look down at the pool table, which I still don't understand why a strip club has a pool table.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a stripper spread eagle on the pool table, playing with herself, looking up at me on the ladder.
Ooh, sexy.
And I'm like, really? Like, I'm holding a 50-pound speaker on a ladder, and you're trying to, like, you're that bored? But I started my day off at a church, and then I think the next day I went to a school.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so we just do lighting, sound, and video. And we got tired of traveling. We were traveling all over the country from LA. I mean, we even did South America, and I mean, we're pretty much everywhere. And you do like 6 months traveling and then 6 months not. And it got really old and tiring. So
yeah, it does.
We decided, hey, let's use all our lighting, sound, and video technology, put it into a home base, and rent it out for weddings and birthdays. So that's how we started that.
But I think the question was more of just in general. Maybe he's looking to open a business in Meriden. Is there any avenues, points?
You know what? It's getting better. The first thing I did was I went to the Economic Development Office in Meriden, and I talked to, at the time, it was Juliet was in charge of Economic Development. Paula was there, and also Shelley from the SBDC, who works for the state. And we pitched our idea and said, look, we really want to open up a banquet hall. Quinceañeras are extremely popular around here.
What is a quinceañera, to explain to our white listeners?
It's a Spanish Sweet 15. They do Sweet 15 instead of Sweet 16. There's choreographed dances that the girl does with a whole bunch of guys, and it's a lot of fun. It's just like my Sweet 16, but even better. So anyway, we saw a need for it because a lot of other banquet halls are kind of, I don't want to say racist, but they don't really cater to them. So they end up having to go to like these warehouses and stuff. And we wanted to give people we wanted to raise the bar and say, you know what? You don't have to go to this outdated banquet hall. Here's a state-of-the-art banquet hall, and we're cheaper than the outdated banquet hall. and we'll go above and beyond. And really, we wanted to do like MTV, my Super Sweet 16. We wanted to like give everybody that feeling. And what was I lost it. So
that was a great answer.
Oh no,
that was a good answer.
I didn't answer it. So I went to economic development and pitched our idea, and believe it or not, they turned around and said, "That ain't gonna work."
Yeah, they called you an idiot. No,
and I was like, "What?" No, they didn't call me an idiot, but they just said it's not gonna work. There's no money in it. Couple weeks went by.
Thank you, economic development.
Yeah, but none of these people are working for the city anymore.
So we have an excuse.
They called me back and they apologized, and they said, "You know what? We went to a quinceañera this weekend, and oh my God, did they spend money? And now we see what you're talking about." So they gave me a whole bunch of different addresses of what was available in the area in Meriden, and
which was everything. So you got the whole.
No. There was only about 3 different places that were available that were big enough that would fit our idea, and this was one of them where we have Silver City Ballroom now.
Why did you pick an old bank in Meriden?
Just because the building itself is incredible. I think it's the cornerstone of Meriden.
Right.
I mean, everybody remembers it when it was a nightclub, when it was the Vault.
They called
it
the
was
Vault.
Mambo's. It was Synergy. It was a million different nightclubs.
So really
through the
quick,
years.
how would you go about starting a business?
So
you would go to the city hall.
Yes,
economic development. They tell you you're stupid, then you're back to.
No, there's some great people there now. You got Joe
Oh, cool.
Fest. Joe Fest is in charge of economic
Right.
development.
He's relatively new, if you want to call that.
And but he's been here, he's a lifelong resident.
Right.
You got the Making Meriden Business Center with Dave Cooley and Lisa. You've got, really those two. I would go to Making Meriden first because they're kind of relieving.
Tell them Meatball sent you.
Yeah. They're Making Meriden is relieving the stress off of the economic development department. So you're going to Making Meriden, you tell them your idea and they're gonna hook you up with the right people. They're basically a real estate agent they're gonna be able to walk you through and tell you what's gonna fit your type of business.
They're gonna be your connect.
But they'll point you in the right direction. They're more than a real estate agent, but they'll point you in the right direction. My loan I got through the economic development, the CEDF, Community Economic Development Fund, which is if you're on East Main Street, right before you go over 91, it's right there on the right-hand side. It's that house-looking place. And they gave me a loan. It was part SBA and part regular. So that's it.
Cool.
That's all
Good
I got
answer.
for that.
That's a good answer.
Yeah?
Another question, a great question, I think.
Nothing for you?
Oh, good. CP wants to know, is there a male stripper joint in Connecticut?
No. There is one in Massachusetts, though.
Where?
In Springfield. Yes.
Mardi Gras?
Yes. Exactly.
I thought they closed Mardi Gras.
Nope. Still there.
Well, I used to go there.
What, you went to a male strip club?
Not the male. I think there's a female, right? There's 2 different floors.
Yeah.
It was some crazy times. Springfield, I don't know if it still is. Used to be a really nice spot to party. It was cheap, and there were so many things to go going on because of all the colleges, all the universities there.
Yeah, but you know what? Last time, I mean, when they opened up MGM,
right,
we went up there, and
it's cheesy.
It wasn't a very good feeling. So I'm not sure.
No, Springfield in that area is definitely seedy.
Yeah,
but if you go downtown and Strip, you just can go from bar to bar. You can go to all the strip joints and all that stuff. All right, it's definitely better than New Haven and Hartford.
Any more questions for you?
How come you're so awesome? I think that was to me.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think Meriden needs besides more entertainment?
Besides staying home?
More entertainment.
Besides more entertainment? Speaking of entertainment, I'm going to get off. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
The golf course.
Right.
Okay. This is going back to see. This is why I hate when we don't prepare for the show because I usually have a nice flow. But anyway, I'm going back to the whole ice cream thing.
Right.
Right. The Hunter's golf course. Right. So they ended up. They opened it. They kept it open, and they said, "You know what?
For 2 days."
Right. And then people weren't listening, not necessarily here, but at other golf courses.
No,
and
this
then,
one. Yeah, they were congregating on a green. I seen it with my own eyes when I went to Jofrida Park.
Yeah.
And also there were some accusations, I'm not sure if they're accurate, that people were congregating in the parking lot afterwards drinking alcohol.
Well, a lot of people were in the parking lot because they hike. They weren't necessarily.
Not the golf course.
You have the park there.
That's separate, though.
But don't you have the park there also in the back?
Yeah, and the park was packed too.
Yeah.
Didn't even stop.
Well, you know what? It's like at this time, what if you want to talk about like a good thing that this virus has caused? It's got people staying home with their families. It's got people hanging out with their kids and their families. And it's got people going out to parks and going for walks. And I almost took my bicycle down. I didn't, but I almost did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people at the dog parks and stuff. And, you know, the weather's going to start getting nicer now. So, yeah, I mean, that's a great thing. But keep your distance. And something like golf, like I don't get it. I don't agree. It's not that I don't agree with it. I think it's a waste of time. I know people are very passionate and love it. They like being outdoors. They like playing a competitive game against their friends. And I understand it. It's not for me, but I understand it. If anything, if there's any sport out there that you can practice social distancing, you would think that would be golf.
Right.
You know, it's you and one other person, or maybe you and 3 other people. You stay together. This group's over here. This group's over here. You never really cross paths.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell is wrong with people that they're all they don't?
It's a social event. You don't go there. Social thing, not an event.
Huh?
You don't go there to just put along.
You're not going. You're not going there just to play golf.
It's a social thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's 2 parts of playing golf: playing the game and socializing and just chilling and doing your own thing, drinking a Bud Light.
Right. So they had a good thing going. They could go out and play golf, but they couldn't control the social distancing. So now they're all shut down.
Are they gonna shut down anyways? Bert Smith is trolling our
Bert Smith is back.
feed. Yeah.
Really? What does Bert Smith have to say?
I don't know.
Is he going to sue the sidewalk
But
that I
there's a
walked
good
down
question.
today?
So CP is still on about the male strip club. She wants to open one in Meriden.
Yeah.
Tell her how she can accomplish that.
You won't be able to do it in the TOD district, or I would have done it a long time ago. Believe me, the ballroom would have been
and there's
a
what, 2
beautiful
spots
strip
in
club.
Meriden where you can open it, but they won't tell you what it is.
Yeah, that was the rumor. Was there's only 2 spots in Meriden where the zoning will allow it, but they won't really tell you where. We're assuming one is on the Berlin Turnpike, and another one is probably, who knows, maybe Kensington or what's that?
What?
The one going up to over by Target.
Chamberlain Highway?
Yes, but it might be somewhere up that way. Oh no, because that
No,
turns right into Berlin.
I think it's the dark side on Berlin Turnpike, and I don't know what the other location would be. But
Yeah.
It has to be away from school, so it wouldn't be west side.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be away from pretty much everything. So,
Well, maybe Michael Carbetta can get those answers, those important answers.
But you know what? If you find out where, we could do your install, sound, lighting, and video.
We can go in business together.
Yes, we could. We could.
We'll make it happen.
I have the perfect. Would you call it a house father? You usually have a house mother. Would you call it a house father?
Huh?
Forget it. Go ahead. What else you got?
Mike, you're just being an idiot.
Why?
I don't know. He's just saying it's impressive how quickly Remy can switch between Bert and Meatball profiles that quick.
Wow.
If you want to be a clown, just be a clown.
Oh, he still thinks you're Bert? We already proved who her Bert,
Right.
Bert is. All you got to do, Mike, is look at our last post on Dirty Laundry's Facebook page where we gave you the final hint, and it's right there for you. And I've got the post to prove
There's
it.
just a weird relationship where Bert Smith just came about, and all those profiles actually came from Mike's forum, which was the referendum forum.
Yeah.
And they're all friends with that person that sent you that message today.
Oh, okay.
But whatever. If you want to play that game, we'll play that game.
Yeah.
If you want to be an idiot, be an idiot.
Hey, you know what? This episode is sponsored, and I'm going to do something really cool. You ready?
Uh-huh.
There it is. Filler Up is our sponsor this episode. Joe Villano is our sponsor, and he hooked me up very nicely with my oil.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, it was down to like $1.75 a gallon, and I think I even got it cheaper than that. He came out the next day. And what's cool is, I mean, you talk about a merit in business. Who thinks about going into the oil business? Like, I mean,
It's a saturated market, I would think.
yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know.
would. It's like an episode of Dallas or Falcon Crest or something, or Dynasty. You're out in Dallas in the oil. Like when you think of the oil company or the oil business, you think of that. You think of a big ranch, and he somehow came up with the idea to do oil for home heating, and I think he's doing very well. He is a Meriden business, a Meriden company, and he gives, I believe, 5 cents off of each gallon that goes into a fund for the fireworks
For next
for
year.
4th of July, next year's.
It's going to be great fireworks.
Yeah, he's making a
Well,
killing.
this year's not going to happen.
I mean, did you see all of the gas is
it's cheap.
well, the one on Broad Street was $1.99, but that was the cash price. If you paid by credit, it was like $2.30 something. It was like way expensive. But now both of the gas stations on Colony Street are both like $1.95. It's going to be down to 99 cents by summer. I guarantee.
Is that
it.
your prediction?
We'll have to ask Joe from Filler Up.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Have him call in.
but you know what? I used to use Mims oil. I used Purple Fuels was very good. Purple Fuels had really cheap prices. Joe is the cheapest. Filler Up is definitely the cheapest
And local.
oil. He's local, and part of your money is going to something good in Meriden that we could all enjoy. So make sure you call Joe. I'll hit that up when we're done again.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Michael's being an idiot. Bert Smith is being an idiot. Eric Rosa. I want to open a business in the future, but something Meriden needs.
Something that Meriden needs?
So what's the need for Meriden? People see a lot of food stuff, like they want lobster and sushi.
Well,
but no, you don't want that.
No, but I mean, it depends. It depends on where you want to open up your business. If you want to open it up on East Main Street, any business will work. If you want to open up downtown, there's no walking traffic. So need, if you're going to open up downtown, it needs to be something that people are willing to drive to. It has to be a destination.
Right.
So, you know, if let's put it this way, if Huxley's are a great breakfast place,
right?
Do you think if that was downtown and they had their own parking lot, do you think people would drive to that?
No.
Why?
I think they have a great location now.
Well, they do. What business do you think downtown people would drive to?
Well, first, you can't be saying it's going to be a great location with a parking lot because there's no such location here.
Well, there is one.
Where? Where?
The old Catholic Charities building.
What happened to that one? It's still sitting idle?
Yeah, it's got access to the train platform. It's got a little backyard that you could do a beer garden.
Right. A beer garden right there. That's a good answer.
Yeah, people are lazy and they need an actual part. They want to be able to pull right up.
And they can look at, but there's TOD restrictions, right?
But not for breweries. You could do in the TOD district.
But I'm just saying, if you want to put up some music, some like really lively thing, I think the city is going to come down and be like, chill out.
No, I think once, you know what'll happen is once there's enough businesses that people will drive to, then they don't care about having a parking lot.
Yeah?
Because there's other things to walk around. I mean, you go anywhere. Go to any city. You go to New Haven. You don't park right in front of wherever you're going.
Yeah,
Never.
But you can't compare New Haven to Meriden. Come on.
Go to West Hartford. You don't park where you're going. You park further away and you walk.
Yeah, because where you walk from the spot you parked to the spot you want to go to, there's a lot of great places along the way.
Right, exactly. Well, it's not right. So you can never get that close. But what you're going there for is worth the walk from your car there.
Right.
And that's the problem with downtown. It has to be something worth people walking to from their cars.
I don't know. A restaurant would work, I guess. Like a good one.
You know what? You know what we haven't heard a lot of?
What?
Those.
Maybe people just more focused on Corona.
Well,
I'm sure there's a lot of things going on in the world, and the news is not reporting.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing too. So there was this rumor here. I got to do this again. I know it's going to sound like crap.
Dirty laundry.
Oh, that was better. So there was this rumor going around about how many people had the virus in Meriden, right? So they update that site every single day, right? And the one day, there was a rumor going around that 9 people got infected in the same day, which is not unrealistic. I mean, it's going to happen at some point, and I think it's starting to happen now. But anyway, at this point, they were basically trying to say that, hey, the news and the city is holding back and not letting us know. Well, the city has nothing to do with that. Those when you get tested, that gets reported to the state health department.
Right.
And it goes right up on that site. The city has nothing to do. So forget
But
about
you know, Meriden, they love their
the conspiracy theories and
but they're stupid as shit.
It didn't really start in China. It started from this person, and it's no different than just the regular flu. And well, you know what? People are starting to wake up now, and I think people are starting to really take it serious.
Some people never wake up.
No, well, you know what? Let them not wake up. You know, they'll find out. But I saw, who did I see it? Somebody posted, they went to Walmart the other day, like 2 days ago.
Right.
And it was packed.
Yeah.
Packed.
Yeah, all the stores are packed.
Right. Until that stops happening, this is going to get worse and worse and worse. It's not going to stop until people start staying at home.
It all stopped by nature, though.
Yeah.
When bodies are going to be hitting the floor, there are going to be less people to go to the stores.
Oh,
I'm sure Italy, even if they opened the stores, they wouldn't get impacted anymore.
No. You just have to, pertaining to the virus, you got to just calm down, breathe, and look at the positives. One of the best things is you could go outside in the afternoon and it's quiet. You don't hear anything. Like, go outside.
Because you live in the hills.
Go outside at like 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
And you could hear a pin drop. I usually call for my dog to come in, and I yell his name, and I'm like, damn, I was a little loud there.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like summertime when the leaves are on the trees, and it kind of blocks out the noise. Mm-hmm. And also in the winter when everything's snow covered, you know how quiet it is?
Right.
You don't hear all the planes going over. You barely hear any helicopters going over anymore.
Right.
So, I do enjoy that. What else can you do?
Just got to live along.
Stay home.
Go to Seatown, buy some chicken.
No, don't go to. Well, you wanna promote business,
hey, if
but
you want to live on the edge, right? And Seatown chicken definitely is it.
Seatown chicken. You got to be careful because they tend to. Well, we've had it happen to us where they put a new date over a date over a date, which they're not supposed to do.
Right. So I got some information that Hartford Healthcare.
Yes.
Supposedly they have some number you can call in. They'll give you a questionnaire, and if you pass that questionnaire or whatever it is, they'll test you.
Well, that's the hotline number that I was saying. If you call that,
what's the number?
I don't know what the number is.
Google it.
But that's the number. If you call that number, they do a thing over the phone. They do an interview over the phone, and they decide whether you can get tested or not.
They're gonna say you got the job.
And if you get tested, they will tell you what the closest testing site is, and you could go and get tested, and you don't have to get out of your car.
But a lot of people in Meriden don't drive.
Oh, yeah. No, there's always an excuse or something.
Yeah. Do they pay for Uber then?
Yeah. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember now.
Look at your list.
Huh?
You don't have a list?
Yeah, I do have a list. Let me
You're always
see.
running with those lists.
I know. I make lists all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I remember stuff. Access Health is open.
Yeah.
Colleen sent us that email saying that you can
open enrollment, guys.
Yeah, and
get your Obamacare.
Well, not only that, you could get it without paying a dime. I know some people are getting.
How'd that get?
I always get it confused. Medicare and Medicaid. Medicaid is for the old people. Medicare is for anybody.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Well, the younger one. I don't want to say younger one, but yes, Medicaid is for the older generation. Medicare is for everybody, and they're putting people on Medicare because you're not bringing in any income, and you can enroll for Access Health. So go on the Access Health portal and definitely get yourself health insurance.
Stop making money and get on that and get a bunch of medical procedures.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know.
No,
because it seems like so late at night.
Oh. You know what? The other thing that is bothering me.
What's on your heart?
Stop whispering.
What's on your soul?
No, the other thing that's bothering me, and I want your opinion on this. Let me switch cameras. Okay.
Boom.
So, a lot of New Yorkers have their vacation homes in Connecticut.
Right.
They have them down the Jersey Shore. They have them in Rhode Island. Okay. And all of these people are saying, the Florida governor is the one that came out and said, hey, look, we don't want anybody from the Northeast coming into Florida and infecting our people. Meanwhile,
our great people.
Meanwhile, they have a huge count of infected people, and they also have no stay-at-home order, which is why they're really going to be in trouble down the road. At least we're going to be a little bit better than them in the end.
Right.
But anyway, so what are you going to, if you think about this, if you're a New Yorker,
Uh-huh.
you live in the city, whether it's Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, wherever, Manhattan, and you got to stay at
You're
home.
talking New York State, New York City.
No, New York City.
Okay.
If you got to stay at home, okay,
Jesus.
and all of the businesses, all the bodegas, all the pizza parlors, and all of that, you can't go into them. So now you're
So you're
restricted.
chilling in your studio.
You're restricted to chilling in your studio, in your loft if you're in Williamsburg,
right.
and getting delivery. You can't even and think about it too. Just to get from like if you're in an apartment building, even if you're in the projects, if you want to go outside,
Yeah.
you got a high risk because you're going out your door into a hallway, you're going into an elevator. If anybody happens to pass you or is in the elevator with you, you're going downstairs. Even if you're lucky enough to have a doorman building. So anyway, I don't blame New Yorkers that want to get out of the city and go to their vacation houses.
Right.
If you're going to be quarantined, why not? That's where I would go, is to my vacation house.
Right.
I mean, another good spot is Monticello. A lot of people go up there and have houses up there. The problem is the local people are getting scared, and they're seeing New York license plates in driveways of houses in their neighborhood.
I got a New York plate on my car.
And they're calling the cops on the people. Oh, shit. So then the cops are coming and saying, okay, yeah, well, we understand you're here. You got to quarantine for 14 days. Well, forget about the 14 days. Everybody's got to quarantine. Everybody is quarantining. Stay at home. You know what I mean? But I think what's happening is when the New Yorkers or whoever come up to their vacation houses, then they're going out to the supermarket. That's, I think, the problem. I think that's what people are worried about is, you know what, maybe you only have, let's just do a stupid number in your neighborhood. You've got 100 people, right?
But that's kind of part of dividing the people, though.
Well,
that's like the New Yorkers are bad, but we're here in Connecticut are better, or Pennsylvania kind of thing.
Well, and again, until
if you're kind of discriminating against like the plates, what plates are on your car, that's not cool. That's not kosher.
Well, you shouldn't be calling the cops. Worry about your damn self. Stay in your house, and you don't have to worry about.
I can see married people doing that.
Right, you don't have to worry about the New Yorker that's parked across the street because you're staying in your house.
But no, you gotta be nosy, and it's boring. So you're looking out the window, trying to snitch on shit.
Yeah, if I can't have it, you can't have it, and I mean that's the mentality, right?
Right.
Yeah. People just don't have common sense anymore. And
yeah, but that's even how MC
sense.
is. If I can't have it, you can't have it.
Yeah.
Why are we feeding all these children?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Nobody's feeding me.
Yeah.
When I went to school back in 1930. Blah, blah,
everybody.
Blah.
Yeah.
Right.
How dare you? Because people can't behave. We got our ice cream parlor closed till further notice.
That was kind of funny, though. I feel sorry for the lady, but she kind of like brought on herself a little bit.
Well,
I mean, it was a funny situation. People are clowns.
It was a mistake. It was her response that was worse than the mistake.
But me as a third party, that's pretty entertaining.
And then people are saying, well, all these people that are blaming her, I hope you don't think you're going there this summer to get ice cream. And I'm like, really? You really think?
It's simple people, simple ideas, simple words.
It is. And it's also a lot of people that are just trying to cause trouble, like Bert.
Yeah.
And Albert. Oh, maybe is that where he got Bert from? Albert?
No.
No?
He might have got Albert from Bert.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Well, anyway, our lawyers didn't receive any calls yet, so
yeah,
I guess we'll find out.
Maybe he's calling Trantolo and Trantolo.
Get Carter.
Heyman's Burr.
Get Carter, Albert. Get Carter.
Yeah, support local business. All the Meriden buses have Carter on them. They're not Meriden State.
So just for the sake of switching cameras, did I tell you about Filler Up? Called Joe Villano, local oil company. And if you want to be a sponsor, email us at dirtylaundryct@gmail.com. I got to do a graphic for that.
For what?
For our email. For questions, comments, and if you want to be a sponsor.
We need a new logo, too.
Yeah, we need a new logo. If somebody can make me a logo that moves, that would be cool. You know? Well, now everybody's seeing.
GIF?
I'm looking at the laundry up there. Wait, let me put the.
A GIF of a lady with big booty and
I'm looking at the
dirty laundry.
At the clothes on the laundry, and I'm thinking of the ladies that are wearing the bras as
are they
face
really
masks?
doing that?
As face masks?
Yeah,
I guess. I'm sure somebody's doing it somewhere. But no, they were also talking about using a scarf because a lot of people have scarves.
Yeah.
So they were talking about using a scarf. But that was the other thing. Again, you were talking about consistency.
Right.
And how there is none.
No.
First, they were telling you, go out and get masks. Then they were telling you, don't get masks. Now they're kind of saying, well, yeah, a mask is okay.
Right.
And the problem is, originally it was because, yeah, a mask is going to help you if, it's really going to it's going to help the people around you more than it's going to help you. Because if you sneeze or cough, at least it's staying in your mask and not
You're
going
not
on
staying
somebody.
inside your mask.
But then they realized, hey, this is going to get out of control really fast, and we got to not have the public buy these things because the hospital needs these.
Right.
So then they stopped all of that, and they said, no, you don't need a mask. Just stay home. Then you don't need a mask if you stay home, right?
But people can't stay home.
But, I mean, I've seen people, I went like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago to Aldi's, and almost everybody in there had a mask.
Did you feel left out?
No, because you know
you
what?
should take a slice of cheese and put it over your mouth.
I'll use my reusable bag. That was that was another thing.
Uh-oh.
So they put the bag tax, 10
Yeah.
cents per bag. Everybody went out and they're pushing the reusable bags. Now they don't want you to use the reusable bags because
Right.
your bag could have the disease and have the
It
virus
probably
on
does
it.
because you drag it all over the place.
Right. It's in your car. It's everywhere with you. It's like a
Right.
purse. So now they want you to use the plastic bags again, and they're going to stop charging the 10 cents for right now.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
Eric just
that's a positive.
suggested that we can talk to Apollo to get the logo.
That's right. I could talk to Apollo. And
Thanks,
find
Eric.
out. Yes, you are absolutely correct.
Awesome idea.
Is Robbie on there?
No, I think Robbie goes to bed early.
Oh. Well, that was the thing too. I was like, we usually do the show at night.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 11 o'clock is too late. And then I'm like, well, nobody's got to work tomorrow, so I know where everybody
No,
is.
everyone's essential. Come on. Everyone's working. They just pretend they're not working.
I am starting to see some businesses boarding up.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's because everybody knows that
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
business
another
are
thing.
closed.
Oh, that's a bone I have with a Record Journal, though, suggesting you go buy gift certificates to all these businesses to help them out.
Right.
But you kind of screwing yourself over.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
unfortunately, a lot of these businesses are not going to come back.
No, and you know what? We're in a tough position right now because on one hand, yes, you wanna support your local businesses because they're struggling, but on the other hand, if you're not pulling in a paycheck, you can't be supporting anybody.
Right.
And personally, I think some businesses are doing better. I mean, some of the delivery businesses are doing great.
And Packies are always doing great when people are not doing great.
Yeah, and now you could get your liquor delivered. Did you know that? You could get your liquor delivered now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Man,
They were doing that in Miami years ago.
Can you bring 2 nips to my house?
Yeah, bring two nips to my house,
Right.
and they charge a $4 delivery fee.
And on your way, if
And
you
then
can pick up some toilet paper and drop it off.
And then they drop the nips on the sidewalk.
Right.
That's where they usually
And
are.
throw a rock at your door.
All right. So what else? What else we got? I think we're good.
Oh, nothing. Well, the news has been, as I said before, has been slow because of Corona taking over everything. I don't know what else. You watch news more than I do. What else is happening aside from this whole?
You know what? I don't even want to. I want to do. I think our next episode, one of our next episodes. I gotta figure out the whole camera situation here. But anyway, one of our next episodes, I'd like to do like maybe a like what's out there, like specific. Like we weren't prepared this time. So
I think I'm always prepared.
I think the next one, and believe me, we're not going to wait a whole week to do the next episode. We'll do it faster than that.
You promise?
Yes, I promise. Well, now that we're up and running and it seems like it works, I won't make you wait a whole week. But anyway, maybe in a couple of days, what we'll do is I want to do a resources episode. We'll do a short, maybe a half hour or 20-minute episode, and we'll give all the resources for every situation we could think of. So, like, if you're, well, no, don't. You're looking at me now. Don't give me every situation.
Well, that's a lot of opportunities.
But
right
if I'll give the, by then I would have filled out all of my things, and I'll be able to give a little bit more information on what business owners can do and what people out of work can do. And there's a lot of people like Wise Guys Pizza. Again, I keep talking about them, but they're really helping out a lot. And they started doing the free lunches for some families, and then other people started donating money so they can make more sandwiches, and they're really stepping up and giving back, and it's great that they're in a position. I wish I was in a position to be able to give back with my business, but there's not really any way to do that with mine, so we do the podcast.
Yeah.
And hopefully we
Can you write it off in taxes?
No, we'd have
Why
to
not?
make
It's
money
expensive.
first.
I make money off of it.
I should do a better angle of you.
Angle of it. Dangle.
Maybe a lower angle. Let's see. No. Oh, then you see my crappy computer. Well, anyway, we'll figure that out later. Anybody else watching?
There's 13 people. No question.
Wow, a whole 13, huh?
Carbetta is wants to be the next guest.
Okay. All right. As soon as I get the Skype mic, we will. You will be the first person that we have on. How about that on the next episode? And that would be a good episode to do.
Right.
Because
It's gonna be a great episode. I promise.
no, it's not gonna be.
It's gonna be a great episode.
No,
I mean the boys still talking shit.
All right, that would.
It's gonna be a great episode.
It would be really good because if I'm doing an episode about resources and he's on the city council, and he could help out with that.
Resources. Mm-hmm. We're definitely gonna talk about resources.
Stop being a bully.
I'm not a bully.
No.
Yeah, some people just don't know. Linda DeWolf is still alive.
Hey, Linda. I like Linda.
Yeah.
Stop with you.
93 years old and still kicking.
I like Linda.
Right.
Linda's very kind to me and nice.
Right. She's a model senior citizen.
I like everybody. I like Sue. I like Linda. I like.
Who else do you like?
I like who wrote to us earlier?
Eric.
No, in the beginning.
I don't know. I have to scroll all the way back
From
up.
the pizza parlor.
From the pizza.
Yes.
Denise.
No. I like everybody.
Oh, Jason.
Yes, I like Jason. Who else? I like Sean.
Who else do you like? All right. Listen.
Actually, the better question is, who don't you like?
Me?
Yes, who don't you like? Like, who do you really have an issue with? Like, the biggest?
Linda.
Out of everybody. Because
Out of everybody. I don't care. She's two-faced.
Oh. Yeah, but you could be two-faced, too. No?
I could, but I choose not to. I got options.
You only do one face?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A bitch face.
Before, you know what? Before they kill
Michael, just shut up. You're not going to be on the show.
Before they kill the power and before all of the buildings close and everybody goes out of business and all of that, I am going to get you in a room with everybody that you have issues with to hash it out.
I'll just be awesome.
Yes. Yep. I'm going to do that. I promise you. I'm going to get people to see the real Meatball. Not just on the camera, but but the heart inside.
Yeah.
Yes, they need to see the real what makes a meatball tick. That's what I'm going to bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're speechless, huh?
Yeah. I don't know what the hell you're going to bring. I mean, the old lady won't be able to climb three set of steps.
You know what? We're gonna on that note. I think we're good.
Excellent show.
Wave up to that camera. Oh, that's the wrong camera.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
That's enough.
Thank you to Chris Franklin for these lyrics. The world has caught a virus, so I've written you a poem. We need your help to cure it, so stay the fuck at home. And if you have got 12 kids or you're living on your own, lock it down and isolate and stay the fuck at home. If you think you're not at risk here, you're living in a dome. It spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home. I need the gym, I need the beach, I hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home. But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. How thick are you, you selfish prick? Please just stay the fuck at home. From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day, so stay the fuck at home. If you need to contact family, use Facebook, Skype, or phone. We've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home. The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Please help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home, stay the fuck at home. Don't you be a fucking dick, please stay the fuck at home.